Hey you guys, okay, so today I thought I would kind of just get ready with you. I turned the camera on, don't have on any makeup yet, but I thought that I would do kind of like my everyday favorite makeup look that I've been loving lately that really looks glam and done, but it is so simple. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my makeup on and stuff while we chat a bit and catch up on some things. Why is this battery here? Oh, okay, sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. I haven't put on any makeup yet. I feel like I don't know really like how I look right now, but it's all good. And there's a few things that I wanted to share too that I forgot to mention, like in my, you know, like my like New Year's videos, like a few things like health things and eating things, and we're just gonna talk. I wanna talk about like a few TV shows and things, but at the beginning of this video, I wanna share just a few things. I think when I edit this, I'm gonna wish I would have like put some makeup on and then like swung back around to this, but I don't wanna edit this all crazy. I just want it to be very real and about the video, whatever. So, I want to show you guys just a few things that, this is going to take just a few minutes, I swear, before we get started. But a few things that I grabbed right after Christmas. And one thing that I got three things that I got a really good deal on. So I'm just going to show you just a handful of things. But these glasses are in my, are on my Instagram. I've shown you guys these a few times. I don't know how many times. But aren't they fun? I don't know. They're so light and comfortable. I feel like they're so pretty. I love big sunglasses, but I feel like they can all start looking very similar. They can all feel very similar. These are the Dior, I think they're called like So Light, and I think there's different ones. So it's like from that line, so I will link to these exact ones. But what's cool about these, I mean, they're literally like, they're so light, but they're made really well. Like they don't feel cheap and flimsy. They're so great, and they have actual beautiful nose pieces made into them, which is odd for glasses that are, you know, they're made out of like more plastic or whatever these are. I don't know what it is. Beautiful sunglasses, really love them. Definitely check these out. Unfortunately, those were not a very good deal. They just are what they are. They weren't on sale. But I grabbed these. They're Saint Laurent, and I think they're really kind of cute. They're so dirty. Oh my gosh. They were super heavily discounted. Is it because they look kind of funny? I don't know. You're probably like, Tiffany, I know why they were discounted. They look ridiculous. But no, I really wanted some heart-shaped sunglasses. These are so dirty. Some heart-shaped sunglasses. And I think they were like 60% off or something. So I'm going to link to them. I think they're so fun. I wanted them for a trip that we have coming up soon. But you guys, these are probably like my most favorite finds. I'm not a Tory Burch fan. I've told you guys this for years, like years and years ago, like 10 plus years ago, I was really into Tory Burch. But then I lived for the Tory Burch flats, but then it got to where I felt like the bags and, you know, certain things they made were kind of just like very, I feel personally like kind of knockoffy looking, like everything was just a copy of something else, I feel. And I still feel like that when I look at some of the bags and some things. It's just very similar to other designers. And I know everything's kind of similar, but it is like really kind of, I think, kind of blatant sometimes. But anyway, so I'm not a huge fan, but last year I finally caved and bought my first pair of these flip-flops. I think they're called like the Miller. Like I'm in a really pretty like darker nude. This is kind of like a pinky nude color, and loved them. I lived in them all summer. I loved the way they looked on my feet. I'm not, like I said, like a huge Tory Burch like logo-y person. I fell in love with those sandals, you guys, and I said to myself, you know, if I ever see another pair that I really love, you know, it might be worth getting them because I love them so much. Okay, so whatever, after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year, I caught these on a major sale. I think these sandals normally are like around $350-ish. I got these right at $150. I was just so excited. These are beautiful. I don't know if you can really tell how pretty they are, but they have like stones on them. The quality is really pretty, like the way that the stones are laid in there. It's just so nice. So anyways, oh, and then I really want to talk about this. So in that video, I talked about, does this look familiar, guys? Hello, 2 videos ago. No, but this was something too, and I guess I already talked about that in a video. But you guys, look at Nordstrom Rack for things. 80% off, okay? You will be surprised sometimes. Nordstrom Rack will surprise you. Like it literally came with its big old beautiful box. all of the stuff. You guys, come on. So, that was really exciting. I don't know, I just feel like I got some, you know, decent deals on a few things lately. I feel like I've gotten some really great things, like some great shoes and other things, and I don't know, I don't want to like, I feel like that's gonna have to be like a whole other thing. And I promised you guys I have that video coming, or some videos coming soon on like some handbag reviews and things. So that'll be coming up. All right, let's get into this. Let's just start this up. Okay, hold on. First of all, do you guys have a NutriBullet? If you don't, you should. This is what this little cup is from. That probably looks disgusting. We'll talk about that in a minute, what that is. But, okay, I'm gonna use this new beauty blender. I got it not that long ago. It's the one that's supposed to change colors. I love beauty blenders. I'm always like buying new ones. But this is the one that said like it changed colors or whatever. I don't really get it. I don't know why you would want one that changes colors. Beauty blender, please don't start embossing all of your sponges with Wet Me, because I feel like that's gonna like leave little prints. We'll find out. But if you don't know to wet your beauty blender, just don't use it. Like, come on. It's funny because I really don't like that purpley color anyways. It's not changing colors, so. No hate on beauty blender, love you, but just stop it. Maybe you have to use hot water. Why the hell would you use a hot water on, like to wash it, I guess. But what's the fun in that? Like, I don't know, if I use it on my face, I'm not gonna put a hot beauty blender on my face. I like a cold one. Let's continue. So yeah, to prep my face, I just use my moisturizer that dries kind of like velvety. I wish I hadn't done my hair like this because it's gonna like get on my, so just pulled it straight back. I'll link to everything I'm using as I go because I'm gonna start talking, I know, like about stuff, and I can't believe this didn't change into anything like more special. I'm not like gonna wait for the hot water to wet my dang beauty blender to look at it. Yeah, if you wash it, you're using hot water, but I don't know, just do something better. Maybe make one that's like antimicrobial or something. That's an idea. Are they naturally antimicrobial? I know that the, I don't think they are, but I know that the soap has like, you know, is like that, because I wash mine every day, every time I use it. I'll tell you what I've been doing. Honestly, like I used to wash mine every single time before I used it in the morning, so I guess it would be warm water when you first use it, because this is the first time I've ever used this one, so I just used cold. But what I've been doing, I don't like the makeup to sit on it overnight. I'd rather just go ahead and wash it. So at night when I wash my face, a lot of times I just wash my beauty blender because it's like, just makes sense. I'm using the Chanel Vital Lumiere Aqua. Love this foundation. I love this, and I love my Clinique Acne Solutions. Those are my two go-tos. So I started up with, let's talk about this grossness. Well, I mean, it's not gross, but it looks gross. So I started my Daily Harvest account again. Not like sponsored by them in any way. I just, you know, I actually buy it, and I'm an actual customer, okay? Actual customer, and these are actual testimonials. But yeah, so a couple of years ago, I think it was like, I think when I when I restarted my subscription, it said like 2017. So I started it then, and then this is driving me nuts, this little indentation. Stop doing that, oh my gosh. That is so ugly. Like, I just don't like that, it's annoying. And I feel like it would make prints. I didn't test that when I was doing my foundation. But anyways, so yeah, I had a subscription to it years ago. It was kind of when it first started. So there wasn't a lot to even choose from. Basically what it is it's like, so it's like a delivery service, like a meal delivery service, or like a healthy whatever. And Daily Harvest, okay, so you get little cups, like they're delivered in the cutest little cups that have, you know, you open it up, they're sealed up, but it's all of like the chopped up ingredients. So it's like all these different smoothie flavors. Like they have so many to choose from now. They have soups, they have these little like harvest bowls that you just can make, I don't know. But I really like the smoothies. They have like 5 times the amount of stuff to choose from now. I'm using my little Chanel bronzer. And it's an easy way to eat like healthy food. They come together so fast. And you just blend them up. So like a NutriBullet blender. And it's like just a must to have. I don't even know how people use regular blenders. I've gotten so used to that thing now. But I had to like move my hair back to get that on there. But honestly, you guys, it's hard for me because I actually really like healthy foods. I like eating healthy, but I also like McDonald's. Like Chick-fil-A, like all these places. I mean, you know, Chick-fil-A is not too bad, but like if you make a habit out of it, it's not good. But like, I don't know, I just kind of like everything, but it's not hard for me when I do decide to like start eating healthy, because at least I'm not a person that like hates salad or hates green drinks or hates smoothies or whatever. But for me, I just want to be more aware, and maybe I should have put this in my like, you know, my New Year video, whatever. I want to be more aware of like what I'm eating and eat a little healthier, because it does make you feel bad. You know, like if you're not eating a lot of vegetables, if you're not eating a lot of healthy stuff, you do feel different. You do feel bad, or at least I mean, I do. When I signed back up, they gave me this little like referral code, which is like, I mean, anybody, when you sign up, you'll get one too. It's not like anything they gave me or anything. It's just like everyone gets one. I literally signed up like anyone else. Like this is not anything sponsored, like I said. I do feel like it's a really good concept, and it's really easy, and everything just comes together so fast, and you feel good about it, you know? Like it's just, I feel good about it. Like I'll eat one of those instead of lunch or instead of like dinner or something. And honestly, like I'm not trying to lose weight. I don't know, my brow pencil again. I love this brow pencil. It's the Revlon. Oh my gosh, it's the best. Am I gonna have enough to like get through the other eyebrow? I don't know, now that I'm older, I don't think it looks good on me to be super, super sticky thin. I don't know, I like the way that I look. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just trying not to eat so shitty. So I'm trying to eat good. And oh my gosh, I was listening to something the other day. The big thing now is like everyone's talking about intermittent fasting and all of this, and like I don't really do a lot on here about like, I'm not gonna do a video what I eat in the day or because first of all, it would change and it would be fake. Like unless if you're eating the same exact meal every day, like I'm not gonna do that, because that's probably not what I'm gonna ever eat again. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of a waste. I just don't think that's realistic for anyone, but you can kind of describe what you eat. But I mean, I think I kind of, you know, can do that in 5 minutes. Like I don't think it warrants you seeing anything that I'm doing or that I'm eating. Gosh, it's hard to do this without any product in it. Go figure. It's hard to really do this when it's completely out. Of course, like your genetics, all of that has to do, you know, with if you gain weight or whatever, or how, or you know, what you eat. Someone can eat the same thing and it have a totally different effect, or you can gain weight or not or whatever. But just generally eating healthy. Don't have like crazy habits. I've said this for years. Don't go through the McDonald's drive-thru every morning. Go through like maybe once a week or once every other week. That's not going to hurt you. If you eat that every day, then yeah, it's gonna start doing something, okay? Same thing like eating healthy. You can't have one healthy meal and expect it to do anything. No, like if you wanna see healthy results, you gotta make a habit out of that. You gotta do it every day. And for me, I have to have variety. And so I've never like done dieting. I've never done anything. One time, do you guys remember years ago, I tried to do the juice cleanse, like just to, I guess, make myself feel better. I don't know. I'm gonna show you just like my basic eye look. It's so easy. It's just the best. Oh my gosh, this is the best product ever. Last time I talked about it, it sold out. Hopefully they have again, but I will link to it. Yeah, I did that juice cleanse that time, and it was so boring. And I felt so angry and dissatisfied that by like midday on the first day, I was in the McDonald's drive-thru ordering a quarter pounder. So don't do like stupid shit to yourself. You know what I mean? Just like make some good habits. I like that Daily Harvest thing because it's just there. It's like what it is like, it's not like, okay, this is a meal plan. I'm going to eat one of these for breakfast, one of these for lunch, one of these for dinner. You know, no. It's just healthy food that's like on hand, like when I want a snack or whatever, or if I do want to eat like a healthy meal or something, I'm not just throwing together like crap that I have that's probably not healthy, and the healthy stuff that I do have, it's probably not going to be like, I'm not going to be able to whip up something amazing. Do you know what I mean? So, and then it'll make me never want to do that again. So, I'm going to do this with a little, I told you guys about the last time I mentioned these. I'm using the rose gold right in the middle to kind of make it cuter. I think that's kind of pretty. You just put it right on your lid. Because that one, the Bet color, I put all over my lid and in the crease. And then I take the rose gold, and you can just dab it. It's not a big deal. Or you can like really painted on like all over your lid, and it's just so pretty. But anyways, I think it's cool. I think that the Daily Harvest thing is nice and definitely worth trying, and it's cool to have during the new year because, like, you know, I just want to make healthier choices. What I was talking about with the intermittent fasting thing, someone was talking about that the other day. I was like, what the hell is this? And I was like, and who can even do that? Like I said, the juice cleanse, okay, did not go well for me. Huge, massive fail. Huge, expensive, massive fail, okay? Total waste. Not realistic, you know? It's like gonna shock your body and jumpstart it, which is great. I'm not gonna like get into all that. I know a lot of you guys are like, no, juice cleanses are great, which I'm not saying they're not. It just didn't work for me, and I don't think it's a very realistic thing that I'm gonna be doing. But I don't need to hear how juice cleanse works, okay? I'm well aware. That's why I was suckered into buying it in the first place. Intermittent fasting thing, it's weird because I feel like naturally that's what I do. There's all kinds of different things, I think, are different ways to do it. But like I looked at it because a friend of mine was even like talking about it, and people do it all different ways. But the very first thing when I looked at it, because I was like, what is this? What is this like fad? It's really not even a fad. I think someone just kind of like coined that term, and it's basically just what a lot of people do anyways, and there's so many different variations, but it's like you basically just eat for like maybe 8 hours a day. You fast for like 16, and you think, whoa, but during that 16 is part of the time you're asleep. So if you go to bed later, you know, you just stop eating around 8 p.m., which I do. I definitely naturally don't eat big meals after 8 p.m. Eat a big dinner, eat whatever you want, but just don't like eat a big meal or eat any food after 8 p.m. And you go to sleep all night. And then I wake up in the morning and I crave, like, this is so bad, but I crave water and Diet Pepsi, okay? And I know that's nuts. Whatever, yeah, I know I'm from the South, but Diet Coke sucks compared to Diet Pepsi. I know, I'm sorry, blasphemy, okay? It's the truth. Once you start drinking it, there's just zero comparison. But I crave a Diet Pepsi and water, and I don't, and don't give me crap for that because you probably drink coffee, okay? At least I'm not putting that in my body. Like, okay, I just don't want coffee. I don't want all that every morning. It's just not my favorite thing to do. I just am not a coffee drinker in the morning. I want my Diet Pepsi and some water and I'm good to go. So I don't want like food in the morning. When I'm at home, I don't want a big breakfast. Occasionally, like for a holiday or for something, like we'll make a breakfast. Olivia has breakfast every morning. I make her breakfast. I don't make myself these like giant breakfasts every morning. If we're out, we may have something, but I just don't do that. I like very light, simple breakfast. If I do eat out somewhere, there's nothing better than McDonald's breakfast, and I probably have it like maybe once every couple months, once every month, if that. If I'm just like out and about and I like really want it or something. Link to all of these things. Cream blush is so good. But yeah, I'm just not like huge on that kind of stuff either. And so yeah, you just kind of like don't eat anything until 12. And then you just eat whatever, you know, and then you just eat like normal, you know what I'm saying? So what's funny about that is when I looked that up, like, what is this everybody's talking about? It's what I naturally do. Or, you know, I'm not saying like strictly I never have anything before 12. I never have anything after 8. There's times, sure, when you eat a little, but it's just like the majority of how I eat, that's pretty much how it goes for me. I'm definitely not about fasting for like days or anything. First of all, impossible, could never do it. I don't think that's good for your body. Like your body, I feel, goes into like some sort of like starvation mode, and then it's gonna like hang on to everything that it gets forever until the end of all time, because it like then doesn't trust you. I'm in the winged liner just a little bit, nothing crazy, but I love this liner. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like maybe there's something to that. Okay, whatever. What else do we want to talk? But yeah, the Daily Harvest, it's a good idea. It's just a good idea to have. Okay. Let's talk about something. I was gonna talk about this earlier in the, oh, I just messed up. Oh, I got excited. Whatever, we'll leave it. We'll go with it. Okay, so I was gonna talk about some TV shows. Now, the TV show, or on Netflix, the Netflix show. If you guys haven't watched that, check it out. The Netflix show You, okay? Kind of very buzzed about, I feel. Last year, whenever the first season came out, I remember seeing it. I think I saw it on like Shay Mitchell's, because Shay Mitchell's in it, and I really like her, of course. Do you guys remember when I did like the Pretty Little Liars videos? When we would like recap Pretty Little Liars, and I was like so into it, and then suddenly I just wasn't. Did I ever tell you guys I finally finished up that series and it was really good? Okay, whatever. Old news. Let's continue. Left you guys hanging majorly with a Pretty Little Liars recaps, or maybe I didn't. Maybe no one cared. Maybe I was the only one that cared, which is probably, yeah. But let me tell you, You is a really good show. Now, I'm so happy that I waited until season 2 came out. Season 1 and season 2 are out now. And finally, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it. So Penn Badgley's the main guy, you know, AKA Gossip Girl. You guys know, if you've watched Gossip Girl, if you were also into that, which I wanna start watching those again. That was one of my all-time faves, okay? Don't mean to brag, I did sit next to Ed Westwick at breakfast when we were in Beverly Hills. Don't mean to brag. That was exciting, speaking of Gossip Girl. Okay, let's continue. Penn Badgley. So first, let me tell you, if you have not seen this show, appreciate what I'm gonna say because I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I'm just gonna give you the gist and you need to watch it because I don't wanna spoil it for you if you do watch it. If you have watched it, hopefully you'll really like enjoy this even more because you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you like mysteries and like dark things, but then it was kind of like, it had funny moments, it was good. But I do have thoughts, okay? So in the first season, Shay Mitchell is in it, which I kind of liked her, but her character was so annoying. But and the women in the show are just really annoying. Here is something very interesting that I didn't realize until I was completely done with the series. I would have enjoyed watching it so much more if I would have known this little tidbit of information for you fellow Vanderpump Rules fans while I was watching you. Candace, the redhead in the show, Randall's first wife or ex-wife. First, I don't know, his ex-wife before Lala. You know, like Lala on Vanderpump Rules, she's with Randall or whatever. Okay, whatever, that's his ex-wife that sometimes they refer to. Okay, so that was a little interesting tidbit. Did not know that, did not expect that. I now follow her on Instagram and she's real cute. Using the Buxom mascara, the new, what is this called? The Extrovert. It's my second day using it and you gotta be careful with this stuff because it will make your lashes look insane. The serum, still, listen, you gotta use this lash serum. You gotta use the Revitalash. It's still so good. What's made my lashes look so good. But this is a good mascara. Okay, let's continue. So anyways, about you. I really liked the first season. It's set in New York. This guy's like a psycho, which you kind of realize that like very early on. So no spoilers there. But he has like in the bottom of his bookstore, because it's very like New York, okay? And I really enjoyed the vibe of the first season. Hated the vibe of the second season. It was set in LA. It was so obnoxious. We'll get there. But yeah, he has this legit like plexiglass room in his basement where he like, whatever, of the bookstore where he like, you know, keeps books and people. It made sense. Okay, just follow me. It made sense having this psycho room in the basement of the bookstore because there was like a backstory to it. Like, you know, the guy that had the bookstore before made that like his rare book vault. You know, it's like the book, you know, it made sense, okay? So, and it is like a very intense looking thing. All right, season 1 goes by, whatever. Season 2 starts. He's ran from all of these issues, let me tell you, there are twists and turns. It's very interesting. Stick through the whole first season. Obviously the last episode of the first season, really interesting. Like everything happens and it's very good. And you'd be like, it's like jaw-dropping, very good, okay? I think there's only like 10 episodes a season, maybe even less than that. Maybe like 7, I don't even know. So listen, so then he runs to LA to like, you know, escape his life and his problems and to like run from his past, to like start a new identity and all this. And it's like within days, he's got a storage unit with that exact thing built in the storage unit. I'm not talking like it's just a little box. It is like, it's huge. First of all, how? Okay, and he's like, I've been here for 2 days and I just built this, no big deal. Have you ever tried to get furniture inside a storage unit, inside those elevators and going in and out? It's not the easiest thing in the world. So there's cameras all over the place in storage units. How the hell did this guy do this? Okay, so not the most believable. And in your mind, you know, obviously it's a show, but it's still something that bugged the crap out of me. And then it's like, oh, and then I'm just gonna make the unit itself soundproof. And it's like, no, like people know if you're coming and going in those places. Like, there were so many unanswered questions with that, and it bugged the crap out of me, and it was not believable at all, okay? I know it's a TV show, I know it's not real life, but I just feel like it was just kind of like rushed, like, you're stupid, we don't have to describe this to you. Just believe this, you know what I mean? It was funny, all of like LA stereotypes, but I'm not from LA. Obviously, like, I don't think anybody's offended by any of that. I think even people from LA probably were just like, yeah, whatever. They're probably used to like hearing all those things. But it was annoying because it was the most like obnoxious, like if you thought of the most stereotypical like LA person, there was a character for that all over the show. Like there were a few people, let's see, that were, you know, that were kind of like decent. Like she had those friends, the girl in the second season, right, that he then, you know, the new girl in the second season that becomes obsessed with, but she drove me nuts. Like I knew from the beginning, I was like, this girl, I'm not bonding with her. Something about her I just wasn't into, and it wasn't believable. The whole thing just wasn't believable. I still think she poisoned her first husband because there's a lot of unanswered questions about that. But then like it was just weird because everyone was so stereotypical, like LA, whatever. And it was almost like offensive as a viewer, like, okay, we get it. Like, this is funny. Like, this is a stereotypical, like, LA thing. But then it was like, no, though. Like, really, like, let's make it extra over the top. Like, how LA these people are, or how obnoxious this is, or how, like, and it was just like, okay, I get it. He's in LA. Like, just, okay. I liked the girl. I liked the little young girl that was, like, the little Disney actress that was, like, in the show. I liked her. And her sister was kind of cool. But like the people that were kind of like the only normal people that he kind of like met while he was there were the, it was the girl Love. It was her, the girl that he's like obsessed with in the second one. It was her two friends, the two women that were like getting married or whatever. They were so just like chill and normal and not like over the top about anything. And I think, I'm like, why were they there? Because everyone else was so like over the top and like, you know. And I think that they added them in just to like fool you into thinking like she was a little more normal, because I think they didn't want you to like get to be too onto her too soon. I think they wanted to really like shock you with that at the end, which that annoyed me because I'm not gonna give anything away, but like through the whole entire season, it's like boring as crap. First of all, the second season. The first few episodes were good, and then there was a chunk in the middle that was just like, oh my gosh, like what, like is anything ever gonna happen? Like am I slowly just like dying watching this? Like it was just a lot, right? But you have to keep watching because the end, I feel, gosh, was it worth it? Because it really angered me. But it was like they wrapped it all up, like the last few minutes of, you know, or the last half of the last episode or whatever. And I'm sorry, but I was really like furious about the angle that they took at the end. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but the angle of like, how do I say this without spoiling it? But like someone was gonna have a baby. I think that's so tired. I think that's so dumb, and it offended me. Am I getting really too offended about this show? Probably, but it really offended me because I was like, I liked the show. I was like invested in it, and I could deal with the fact that someone unexpected was a complete psycho at the end. Love that. Like, love that angle. Like, keep, you know, do it, whatever. Like, be psychos together. But the fact that you're, like, I don't know. Like, don't bring a child into this mix, okay? Did I just ruin it? Who cares? Did I just ruin it? Whatever. Sorry about that. I don't think I did. Just watch the freaking show. It's so stupid though, like the end of it. But it is good. Like I'm saying, I'll watch it, but it's so dumb. But it's just, it was good. I'm really glad that I watched it. But did anyone else feel as infuriated by the second season as I did? Okay, sorry if I gave away too much. I know, probably like, sorry if I like angered you by giving away too much, but it was just stupid. Like the ending was, it made me really mad. Yeah, but anyways, I think they could have like done a little something different with it. I don't think it's gonna be back. I really hope it's not. It's not bad to say, like I really hope it's not. I really like the show. I really hope it's not back. I just feel like there's nothing else they could really do, or maybe, I don't know. Honestly, if it comes back, I'll watch it. But I really do like the Penn Badgley guy. I really liked him in Gossip Girl and stuff. Granted, that was like a million years ago, but I really felt like the show kind of like did him a disservice. Like, he didn't look that great I feel like they just had him all like frumpy the whole time. He was all like psycho crazy the whole time, which I know that's like his character. But when he was in that suit, the very last episode, they were like, let's fix him up. Like, let's make him look like, and he looked so good. And I was like, I wanted to see that through the whole show. I didn't want to see him all gritty. I didn't want to see him all busted up. Ooh, I hated those episodes where he was like all beat up and gross. Like, I didn't want to see that. And I was so annoyed by the end, like, of his voice, like his internal, like the whole entire show, you're just hearing this like internal dialogue. And I can like still hear it in my head. It's like, oh, hello there. Blah, blah, blah. It's just that like, you know, it's like that weird, like creepy dialogue. But watch it. Just trust me. I didn't spoil anything. Just watch it. Cause I mean, it could have, what am I even doing with this? It could have gone like, I'm like holding it like a child. It could have gone like, anything that I said could have been like a lot of different things. So just watch it. You'll enjoy it. And then before I continue, so I want to talk about a few podcasts. With my lips, I am just doing what I do every day. It's very simple. Or do I want to do something a little different? I don't know. My thing that I do every day is I just use this Dervish lip pencil. Sometimes I don't use a lip pencil, but I always use this white Russian gloss. It's just my absolute favorite, and I've talked about it so much. I'm not really into like a lot of different lip products or, you know, goopy things. I've just really been enjoying lip gloss. It's just easy. But I busted this out the other day again, and it is the YSL the Rouge Volupte in shade number 1. I forgot how much I loved this. Such a pretty lipstick. And it's not like a real sticky one. It's really thin and pretty, but it has a ton of color. So it's kind of like that. So it's kind of like that nude pink look, which I think is pretty. That's kind of what I'm into. So yeah, that's nice. And that lipstick kind of honestly feels like a gloss. I feel like there's like more, but it's just simple. I do feel like it is a simple look. It's nothing too crazy or over the top. And I honestly thought about when I was doing this video, I was like, should I do something different? And I'm like, for what? Like, I want to do and show you guys what I'm actually wearing. I don't want to show things just for the sake of showing it and then be like, well, let me wash my face because I ain't going out like this today. Or, you know, I want to show you guys what I'm actually doing and what I'm actually using. And this is the look I've worn for most of my videos lately. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. All right, you guys, so let's talk about podcasts quickly. I really want you guys to get in to this one podcast that I listened to like maybe like 6 months or a year ago, maybe, I don't know. And it had like no reviews. Like, it was one of those like that I feel like I discovered and I was like, holy crap, this is so good. I listened to all of the popular podcasts, all the true crime stuff. I like true crime things. I don't like listening to just random murder stories, or a lot of people like that My Favorite Murder, things like that. And it's good. I've listened to things like that, but I want to listen to something that's like an ongoing investigation or something that someone's doing something about. I don't want to listen to a story just for the sake of it being creepy. I want to try to like figure it out and like think about it. You know, I like it when there's a story that honestly just gets in my mind and I'm like, I think I know what happened, or maybe this happened. And then you listen and you like hear it unfold. Okay, so this podcast is called Counterclock. Like COUNTERCLOCK, all one word, Counterclock podcast. And so I don't know how I found it. No one recommended it to me. It was one of those nights where I was just looking, well, you know, I was like searching through like, you know, related podcasts as to something I was listening to. And there it was. And I listened to it and I binged the whole thing, maybe like in a week. And it had been out maybe for like a year or so, and it didn't have many reviews, and it was so good. I felt like it was so well done. The story, it was about a woman that had been killed in North Carolina, and this woman investigated it, and it was completely just unsolved for years. I think it was like a 15-year-old case or something. Kind of fuzzy because I haven't listened to it in a while. So this journalist, I believe she's a journalist, whoever is doing the podcast, her name is Delia, she tracks down people that live next door at the time, roommates, coworkers, this, that, and it starts unfolding. And it is really, really good. So anyways, I listened to the whole thing. And then at the end of it, she was like, okay, yeah, you know, we're going to go on a break, but we're going to be back and the investigation is going to continue and all this. So then I suggested it to you guys maybe 6 months ago or whatever, and a lot of you were like, I can't find it, I can't find it. And I was like, no, it's there. And see, what's happened with me is that I'm subscribed to it, so it was on there, and I'm like, no, it's there. So I sent you guys some links. I had a friend that was like, I can't find it, and I was like trying to, and then when I went into it, all of the episodes were gone. And I'm like, why is it gone? You know, like what happened that never happens with something. I've never seen a podcast just like remove all their episodes, and it was so good. And I felt like it was such like an important story, you know, and I was like, why is it gone? And so the other day, one of you guys reached out to me and said, oh my gosh, look what's back. Look what I found. Look, you know, and it is back. And it is crazy because, so like, I wish you could see, but like the original old little, this is the old one that doesn't exist anymore, but it's still on my subscribed things. Like it looks like a little burning clock or whatever. Well, then the new one, I knew it was the same episode because it's the same clock, but it's just in a different logo, whatever. And so on the, is it the 16th that they're gonna start, whatever, there's a trailer and it's like coming soon. Now it doesn't say it's been reposted, it's the same girl, but it looks like they're like in a network, like a podcast network has picked it up or whatever. So it's like a new listing, but it's the same thing, and I think it's gonna be just like done better. But anyways, I listened to the trailer and it's the same girl, and I'm hearing these clips, and it's clips from the original ones, and I want to listen to the whole thing over again, but I'm curious to see if it's going to be completely the same, or if there's been like new developments, or if they're even going to acknowledge the fact that this existed before. Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited because now you guys can listen to it. But what's crazy is I think they're really going to release it like a week-to-week thing, whereas they've all existed before, and I've listened to all of them before. So it sucks for y'all because I can't just recommend it to you and you have all your episodes to binge listen to. So you're gonna have to like listen to it like you would have had to, you know, before. But whatever, I mean, I'm excited about it. I really did, gosh, it's such like a bad, dark story, but like I love the mystery of like getting to the bottom of it and hearing her like track down people and hear things and hear like details about it. So listen to that podcast. So I'm actually filming this, today's Wednesday. I'm gonna hopefully get this uploaded on Friday. And I believe the first episode drops tomorrow. So by the time I'm talking to you on Friday, hello, you'll have an episode to listen to. So listen to that one, it's a good one. And then a lot of you guys, since you know that I love, you know, watching the Housewives and stuff like that, you've always recommended Watch What Crappens, because I used to listen to Bitch Sesh, and occasionally I'll still listen to that one, but sometimes I don't enjoy that one so much, I don't know. But Watch What Crappens was one you guys always recommended, and over the last couple months, I am like fully in, and like I love it. Like if you watch any of the Housewives or whatever, they just recap Bravo shows in like the funniest ways, and it's just so, so good. I love those. And speaking of Bravo shows, like okay, so really excited that Vanderpump Rules is back. I think it's hilarious that they all bought those like houses that look the same. I have really been enjoying Atlanta for the last couple years, and you all know, like I'm from Atlanta, like Atlanta Housewives was always my #1 favorite. And then there was like a big lull like a couple years ago where I was just like not into it. Last season I watched a little bit, and this season I think it's back. Like I'm really enjoying it. I hate to say maybe like Kenya made it a little better. Maybe I didn't realize that I missed her, but I really am loving it. And what else? OC is over. I hope that Vicky and Tamra don't come back. I think that's the only way that like, I don't say that because I'm not like an expert, but I'm just saying like I do feel like the show would be so much better and just different. I think that they need to like revamp it, because that show when you watch it just feels like, ugh. Just feels kind of like gross and weird. I can't wait for New York to come back. I cannot wait. Oh, New Jersey. New Jersey's been pretty good. I don't know. I've always really loved New Jersey. I don't know. It's been pretty good. It's been really sad and stuff with all of like the Teresa stuff. Dallas, I don't know. Dallas had like so much like awful stuff that happened at the end that honestly, I'd be surprised if the show comes back at all. I feel like it's just gonna kind of be like Miami, or like, cause you know what? I mean, I remember Miami. I remember watching that when it was on a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was just like not on anymore. And I don't think that one was even as bad as Dallas. And I watched Dallas. I was really into it like when I kind of discovered it late and like started binge watching like the first couple seasons. It was like, guys, this is really good. But this last season has been so dumb. I felt like they were in Thailand for the entire season for some reason, and it was just so like, who cares? Like, I just did not like, I didn't like it. I didn't like all the Leanne stuff. I thought that was gross. It just felt really dirty and gross at the end, and I'm just over it. And I just feel like while I like some of the people on there, I just don't see how it could come back and be interesting. I honestly can't wait for Potomac to come back. And I know Potomac was one of those, it's just kind of like, what? Like, kind of, trust me, like if you have not given it a try, it is so good, but nothing compares to New York. I'm like thoroughly entertained every second of that show. I love it. I love when they go on vacations. They don't do a whole bunch of like activities. They don't feel like they have to go horseback riding or do stupid stuff that no one wants to see. They just like fully just commit to being like on vacation. Like when they leave the city, gosh, even like when they're in the city, but like they're like checked out. Do it right. First of all, they travel right, okay? Like they're on these like interesting, really nice like vacations to watch, but they just are entertaining without leaving the house that they're in. They don't have to do all this extra stuff. Like, we don't want to see that. Like, I love watching it. I think it's so interesting. I just love watching them. Oh, and then Beverly Hills, who even knows? There's all this stuff talking about like what's going on this season and who even knows, but I don't know. I think they could all, I just want New York back. That's really the, like, I love, if I could just have like one franchise, it would be New York. Vanderpump Rules, that's like a different show, but those are like my two standout Bravo shows. And that's it. Okay, did we need to do all that at the end? I don't know, but I just was like itching to talk about like TV and stuff. But anyways, you guys, hope you enjoyed chit-chatting with me today and getting ready. I sure enjoy talking to you guys. I kind of missed having videos like this where we just like talk and I don't know, it just kind of gets like kind of rambly and fun and we just talk about whatever. And I feel like there's so many other things that's on my mind that we could have talked about. And when I turn the camera off, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, you didn't talk about, you know, whatever it is. But you guys, we've got all the time in the world. We'll catch up again next time. You guys, if you don't follow me already on Instagram, follow me because this week something is kind of going on and I don't know what my posting's gonna look like here, and I will update you through Instagram of all that stuff and kind of like keep you posted on what we're doing. And yeah, then I have something else really fun coming up the next week here. I've got so many fun beauty things. And yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video when I was showing a few, you know, like fashion-y type stuff, I have got some handbag things coming up as promised. I've got a little surprise coming that I cannot wait to see, and I can't wait to show you guys if it's good. But oh my gosh, something that I've really been like super excited about getting. So lots of updates. February I think is gonna be like really, maybe like handbag heavy, maybe some unboxings. I don't know, don't judge. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and week. And I will see you guys on Instagram this week. Follow me there. Like I said, I'll keep you updated on everything that's going on this week. And I love y'all, and I will see you then. Bye.